going to video on a quick glance showing you the improvements that we've had on next-gen consoles. So, as of today, there's been a patch for Xbox and PS5. I'm not covering Xbox because I don't have one, this is PS5 only. However, the update's going to be similar for both. Okay? So, what's happened is, we now have options available to us. We've got the 60 frames per second for PvE, and then for PvP we can have 120 frames, providing that your monitor can handle that. We also have the FOV field of view slider. There's a lot of things. Before I start this messing around with settings, all my TV or my monitor settings are set to automatic. So my resolution is automatic, my HDR is automatic, etc. I haven't fiddled about with this. This video isn't to show you what is best to run. This is just first glance. I've literally just gone on, downloaded this update, reinstalled the game. This is my first impressions. That's basically all it is. So, without changing anything, I can see straight away there's a difference with the UI. I think it just looks a little bit sharper from what it did. Providing I already had a PS5 before we got this update, and I can already see a difference. I haven't changed anything. So we've got a video, we can turn on HDR, that makes a difference, everything's a lot brighter of course, what have you. We're going to turn the PvP thing on, the 120. You've got to press triangle for that, like to accept it. FOV we won't mess about with yet until we're in an arena to do it. First of all, loading times, right? So I'm going to launch the tower now and see how long that takes. It'll be up on screen how long it takes to go from orbit to the tower. PS5 loading. Now the loading was already quick anyways. On PS4 Pro, I was playing PS4 Pro Beyond Light when it first launched, and the loading was massively improved to what it was, like prior Beyond Light. I heard on standard PS4s they also got improved, but when I was playing PS5, like before this update, it was really quick. And as of now, I can see it's just about. It'll be a little bit quicker than what it was, but I'll soon find out when I watch it back. Okay, so that's the load times for that. We'll go back to orbit. As I said, I have not altered the FOV yet because the standard 75, we're going to show you it at 75. We'll launch just anything. What I might do, which is probably going to be the player, launch Mayhem. That accepts it, right? It does. And then we'll launch the PvP. But already, like I said, I can see everything's smoother. It's a weird thing, and with the video being uploaded to YouTube, obviously it's going to be compressed. It's going to be a little bit different. And I was watching other people's footage of, you know, people saying it's 4K, 60 frames, Destiny 2. I couldn't really tell on the video, but when you see yourself on a monitor, that's when you notice the changes. This is a private match. Just to see, do we have the setting on? Just double check it. Yes, we do have it on. I mean, the movement's kind of like weird compared to. I mean, I guess there's a difference. It's hard to tell because you'd have to be playing against somebody to see the. You know, the difference and stuff. We are playing with base FOV, so we need to find something where we can get a good angle, show the difference between base FOV. Generally around the corner is the best, right? If we stand here, we can barely see that little circle over there. Whatever that is. We can barely see it. Say we stand here. So, we'll go to our settings. You can't just adjust the frames. There's no setting for that, which is a little bit. It's just a preset, the frames. Okay. So for the FOV, I would recommend before I change it for console players, just put it on at 105. That's what we've been playing. I believe 75 was the base, anyways. What we've been playing on. Just go to 105. Learn the 105. I would say the more FOV, the better. That's my assumption on it. I'm a console player, so I don't know much about it. But I would just play 105. It's going to be hard to hear at first. But when you get through the motions of it, you know, you're going to learn that FOV, and then in the end you won't have to bother with 100 or 90 or 95. You'll just play 105 all the time. Okay, so we apply that. Now it's a huge difference. So now, not only can we see that circle over there, I can see all this area over here. Okay? You can see a lot more in this, and this that there, the FOV with the frames, the movement. Is huge. This is extremely good in my eyes for console players. So I say that's good, excellent. From the way I'm seeing it now, it's hard to show it in a video, isn't it? We go to orbit. Now we're gonna load up. Thinking what we can load up, what we can do. So just some general gameplay, right? We'll go here. And we'll see what it's like in PvE. But the movement's noticeable. Like if you'll see people sort of skating or something, like Titan skating or just moving quick on PC, and they can just turn around like they can just turn from left to right so fast. I'm noticing that right now. Because someone like me is gonna notice the benefits straight away because I've known what PS4 has been like for literally 6 years. So I know exactly how that plays, what it looks like, and this looks completely different. So this is nothing. This is just to show literally the gameplay of it. That's it. But this skating right here, so like me just burst gliding with the warlock, feels so fast. Like generally, I feel like I'm very slow on a warlock. I think, oh, it's just my ability or what have you. But no. And I don't even have traction on. I should put traction on. Have a look. Obviously, get a tighter turn radius. But what I was saying is, you feel like you got traction on anywhere.
It's overrun by Taken, but we're going deep inside. They're less active on those levels. I'll scout out the spots that Taken usually infest. Clear the path for you as best I can.
Do you come out here often, Pro?
Not as much since we met, but I used to when on assignment.
One thing to note is your PS4 controller isn't going to work on here. So basically, because this is now classed as a PS5 game, you can't use your PS4. I've been using my PS4 controller. You can't anymore. So that's just how it's going to be, unfortunately. There is ways around it, but it's kind of bad in a way. Because I prefer the PS4 controller, if I'm being honest. Also, my PS5 controller is broke. It broke within 1 week. Couldn't get through to PlayStation support to find out what you want to do. This literally, I'm playing with a broken controller as of now. Like the R2 trigger is broken. But essentially, that's what that looks like. Just to confirm, like I said, 60 frames, FOV 105, HDR on. TV settings are all set to automatic. So I'm not going to change that in the vid because it would disrupt the recording. Essentially, that's why I'm not doing it. If I end up finding a sweet spot for my settings, I might redo a vid. But I make videos anyways. This isn't the type of video that I would usually make. But just I'm stopped for time, what have you, and these updates come out. So it's just a first glance of it. That's all it is. That was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.